Hey guys, Quantum Light here. So I know I've been gone for like about 2 weeks now, which is like 6 months in YouTuber's time. But what I've noticed is what I've missed is so much. I've been so much in 2 weeks time. You have no idea. I mean, I know I was supposed to upload a couple videos discussing some of the cards that's going to be released in the Duelist Advent. I'm sorry, the Duelist Alliance. I really don't know what was the point there, but and it was also supposed to discuss more cards that were announced for Dragons of Legend. Most notably, Soul Charge. But see, this is the reason why I haven't been uploading in 2 weeks' time. See, my whole family was on spring break, and during the first week, it was just noise, 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 so I didn't have time for myself. And you guys are probably wondering, like, why not just take the laptop with you outside, to a place where it's not so noisy? Well, see, it's complicated. I have a messed up battery. I have to keep it charged at all times. So wherever I go, there's got to be an outlet. And where I was planning to go, which was exactly outside, there was really no point in doing so because, bad weather and the fact that, no outlet. Now, you guys are probably wondering why I didn't do a walk with me segment regarding these discussions. Well, that's another thing. My phone got busted. Apparently, for some reason, I don't know how this happened. It's probably a virus or something, or the phone just ran its course. I mean, I had it for a year, but the point is, what happened with it is that the battery won't charge, and when it did charge, it would charge up so slowly. I had it charging for the whole night, and it stayed at 6%. Last I checked, it was at 6%, woke up the next morning, still at 6. I wasted a lot of money thinking that it was either a charger or the battery. Now I come to the conclusion, it's a new phone. And as you guys know, that using up the video camera on your phone takes up a lot of battery. And at that point in time, before I even knew what the problem was, I just couldn't, I just couldn't afford to waste any more battery life. Even as you guys are watching this video, the phone still hasn't gotten fixed. Well, that was the first week. Here's last week. My internet was cut off. Then that's when I realized that the Wi-Fi was cut off, and that's when everything went to shit. So yeah, it really hasn't been a good 2 weeks for Quantum Light 62. So, without further ado, there's 3 cards I want to discuss with you guys. The first one was obviously Soul Charged. The second one was Lilybot, and the third one was Numbered Hunter. So I'm going to give you guys a discussion in a nutshell about these 3 cards. Soul Charge. What do you want me to say about the card? I mean, everybody's already voiced their opinions, strongly voiced their opinions on it, and, what impact it's going to make on the game. I think out of everybody who discussed this, I think it was Nim that took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, the part where he said, we play a game. We live in a world where we play a game where we are more than willing to give our opponent 1,000 extra life points just so we can draw a free card. That right there. As far as recommendations go, I suggest it at 1. It's going to be a staple in for a while, so keep it at 1. If you want to go nuts, go for 2. Because let's keep in mind, we already know how broken this card is, and we know it's going to get hit at some point or another, at least I think it will. It's either going to get hit by getting limited or banned altogether. So enjoy it while it lasts, and I suggest you keep it at 1. But then again, that's just my recommendation. And then we have Obomi. Oh, I'm sorry, Lilybot. Then again, it is way better than pronouncing it as Obami. I mean, the last thing we need is a card being named after the president. It's kind of like Orbital 7. In the case of Orbital 7, it's just you tribute him, you add a Photon of Galaxy monster from your graveyard to your hand. I mean, that seems okay, but let's go over Lilybot real quick. In the case of Lilybot, just tribute it, or tribute her, special summon a Photon of Galaxy monster from your hand. Or any number of machines, and just tribute them as well as her. I mean, the reason I'm counting her is because Photon Galaxy doesn't really use machine. Well, I don't, but I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys do. Now, I've said it before, Satellite is good, but the problem here is that it's getting a little slow. Look at how many Photon monsters we're running, but you know what, that's a discussion for another day. All I can say is that it's perfect. I don't really recommend this in Photon Galaxy. All I can say is that you want to tech her in, go ahead. I'm actually going to do that myself. Photon Galaxy players, I recommend this card at 1. For all you players that are running the Photon dupe, the machine duplication build, I suggest running this out at 3. This is really good in that build. You will not believe it. Next we have Number Hunter. My favorite card, and the one card that they made after my favorite character of Zeal. And apparently, from the looks of it, he almost looks like me. Now, Number Hunter is not bad. It's somewhat of an anti-meta card, somewhat like Thunder King Ryo, but the problem with this card is that Zeal is over. Cyber Knight said it best, Konami, you're too late with this card. I mean, at the time when Exceeds were at their prime, this would have been a really good card for you to release, but at this point I could see why they would release it. You know, Zeal is over, and the legacy of Zeal I guess it can live on. Might as well be with Number Hunter. I mean, the guy looks like Kaito anyway, so there's that. Yeah, I'm not saying that, everything should be for this deck, but I'm saying that it's Kaito, okay? It's Kite. It should be for this deck, it makes perfect sense. For example, Kaiba Man. Kaiba apparently created this card, and why did he create Kaiba Man? Was it because of his ego? Was it because of his love for the Blue Eyes White Dragon? Or maybe because he wanted more support for this deck in general. No, it's not any of those reasons, but I guess you could say the card was created because, he hates Pegasus. All the more reason to, stick it to the boss. And the last thing before I run out of breath here, yes, I will be doing a box opening of Dragons of Legend. Alright guys, that's my little announcement, update, mini whatever discussion here. In a nutshell, whatever you want to call it. This was done last minute, so I'm sorry if I'm being, a little shaky and a little quick about it, and, if this video was rushed overall. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Quantum 962. Lights out.